Yeah.
Well, we have to go
live here? Live on there?
Oh, we're on Instagram Live.
We are?
Oh, man, what a weekend. So back in Phoenix right now.
Yeah. No, rough.
Well, it's, I've been around Denny for 20 years. Obviously, we talk about racing. 2006. And I've seen the growth of him as a person, a human being. Whether now it's 3 kids, you get bumped off the plane with a nanny and everything else. Now I'm flying commercial because of it. I have no problem with that. But when we went to the track and we had all the, what do I call it? What I always call it, kinetic energy. We really thought we were going to do it. And then it happens, And everybody asks, we have Cole here today and Bill, but we'll ask Cole maybe if he's ever been in Game 7 in anything.
Right.
Like whatever you're in, I don't care if you're playing softball, baseball, hockey, checkers championship, you're at that Game 7, right? You still have the same emotion, I think, when you lose, right? You still have that same, I don't know, Cole, I'm sorry, we'll introduce yourself too, but maybe like a College World Series, right? But that emotion, you get off, and I was there with our friends, and for
you guys
me,
had a lot of energy, though. It was good going in, and it was a good group of people around everybody.
Well, I did bring my cart, and I have to tell a funny story because this is how bad it got at the end. So obviously Denny didn't win, and I was by myself, and I drove this cart, and the cart got stuck in the middle of the hill. And I had people have to push the cart, and when I show you in the sunset, they were pushing the cart in the sunset. But that's how good and bad the day that went.
Right.
But when I saw Taylor and the kids and Molly and Jordan and Jameson and all of our good friends, it was well worth that. It was well worth it.
For sure. Yeah.
And I did go out Friday night, and I felt like I was 20 years old again. And that's really, I think that's why right now I'm still
I saw you almost got arrested.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Charlie and Alex were policemen.
Right.
And we arrested a few girls and arrested me, and they actually handcuffed one to me. It was kind of...
I did see the pink handcuffs.
Yeah.
I thought that was unique for the police there in Scottsdale.
Yeah, but then we went, we had dinners, we had, the thing about when you're friends with any type of celebrity or anybody, or a friend, I don't really think Denny's a celebrity to me. I think he's my friend, but
sure.
I think the dinners are good too. The dinner going up to it, you have a dinner Thursday night with your friends, Friday night with your friends, and then it gets a little smaller on Sunday night or Saturday night, and then you go to the event. I think that's the most powerful thing that you do, like out of life. Because no matter what, when you got out and lost, I told everybody, like, we got to be happy. It's not like, don't say you're sorry. He had a great season. He was second. He's still a good person.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, and we're going to introduce Cole Irvin and Bill. And Cole, have you been through any Game 7s or anything in baseball?
I've had plenty of elimination games in my career, stemming back from college to professional baseball and being eliminated in the first round of the wild card with Baltimore was the highest I got. But, I mean, it's your preparation. I could only imagine the type of preparation Denny had going into that race. They talked about it on air, but you see him as a friend behind the scenes, and could only imagine the type of stuff that he sacrificed for this week, changes to his car, changes to maybe some of his prep work, getting a better meal the night before, getting better sleep. I don't know what it was. You see it, see him every day.
I know one thing they do differently now than 20 years ago or 40 years ago or whenever. They have sims, which is basically and I'm telling you, when I say this, he was in the sim, I mean, all night, all day, and that's why I really believe that's why he qualified good. And he really, I never seen anything like it. Like you don't, that you focus on that. You know what I mean? So we focused on he focused on the sim, and then he got with his crew chief and all that. But it is amazing. Like when you were baseball, right?
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Little tuna nachos here from
Red
Red
Hot. Silverware, Renee. But yeah, so I do think that you're right. What are the 4 Ps? Preparation, whatever the 4 are. But
now, Denny's an athlete, and he looks at this. I don't think anyone could have looked at it more seriously than he did, and the dedication and the time and effort and everything else.
And then you go to the end of the race,
what he needed to do.
You go 2 tires, you go 4 tires, then you have to micromanage that part of it. Like you probably sleep in it. And I swear last night I was sleeping about it too. Like it was I don't know, it was my dream about.
I mean, he was the best on track with 4 tires. He was the best on track, and they didn't run 2 tires all day. And so I wonder, if he does look back on that and, on that call. But I mean, it's so tough to look when they're the best car on track all day in that situation, and you do everything you can to prepare, and you were there in that position to win.
But it's not going to change his outcome on his career. I mean, look at his career; it's fantastic. Like this, yesterday, Sunday's race is not going to define his career. It's just a speed bump, no pun intended.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's the questions you have to take, though. What. But it's such a unique sport. Renee back there, she was Miss Winston for a long time, and she knows. It's just you take 4, you take 2, you do this, you do that. You obviously was prepared. He was leading all the laps.
And you're guessing how many other people are going to take 2. So then is it going to be 2 cars in front of us, 4 cars? Is it going to be 10 cars? Depending on how many take 2 compared to 4.
They have a war room up here, actually. They all ate here after Mike Wheeler. And they have a war room here, and then they have a war room there. And, they kind of had a strategy. But, again, I don't think you look back. I think if he'd have won, Corey Heim did it in the truck race. But that's a different field. He took 4, and we were all like, oh, that was a bad decision. Taking 4 tires, he was 10th out, and he won.
He ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, the same decision. With different type of drivers, different type of situation, but he won the race. So, but I think it's more about, car luck. I mean, it's just everything. Byron's tire to blow out, just at that point. I mean,
the fact that tire blew out when it did is so devastating. I mean, I was watching it live, and I just said, this is not the time for that to happen.
Or not only that, like, could have been like some of the others where they got a flat and they were able just to stay on the inside and no caution at all.
I mean, he locked up going into that wall. I mean, he tried to stay out of that wall to prevent a caution. I can attest just by watching that there was every attempt to not cause a caution to come out. But, that's what happens.
I was in Victory Lane, like kind of outside of that. There was this big screen. I was like, oh, it's over 300 laps. I didn't know how many laps. Then I'd look at my phone and see how many laps. So I thought it was 300. And I was like, oh, we won. And it was 301. No, we didn't win. I looked at my phone. Oh, there's 307. And that's
Still a few more to go.
And that few more to go really factored in. Like, it's so wild that that happened. But
yeah, I mean, he drove a hell of a race car that day. I mean, it's just he did everything he possibly could, and it's hard to walk away from that thinking that he didn't have a championship to walk home with.
I think more if you know Denny, and I'm sure you saw the story about his dad, and how going through the health issues he's going through. And have a Michael Jordan cigar that he's going to break open if you haven't seen it out of the case.
Yep.
And if anything, that's why I really wanted to win, for his family. A little insight of a lot of people don't know what's going on, but like that would have been really good for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, all the other stuff, you win in a different way, right? I mean, you win in life in different ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
no, it would have been huge for
Like when you were in Baltimore, was that a game 3? Did it best out of 5 or was it
the best of 3.
But you game 3 you lost, right?
Game 2, we didn't score a single run.
Okay. So I mean, you eliminated.
Ended quick.
Yeah, Texas ended up winning that World Series. So
And I felt like you, Ron. I was watching my friend. I'm like, man, I want this for him. And but it's God's plans, right?
yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people that wanted him to win the championship this year. There was no doubt about it.
Now, overall, I mean, there's a sense or a cloud or however you want to say it of this whole championship of hard to be excited. I mean, I'm a Larson fan too, but it just feels different for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, from friends to family. I mean, from Lisa to, Danny to Scotty to Ronnie to all these people that were there for him. His best friend in high school, to us, to his mother, and you wait. And that's hard for anybody, you know what I mean? But like me, I've been doing it when Jimmy Johnson, he almost had that one, 2006 and 10, and I've been there every year, you know what I mean? This was a hard one. But I knew that exactly what Bill said, he's a good person, and there's a reason why things happen. So the thing about Ronnie hats, now my hat company is already thinking about the 48 hats that I made. I think I sold 36, gave 3 to a few girls. A couple others out,
Marketing budget.
Yeah, we lost a little money in that transaction, but we will have a new hat for next year.
Yes.
Charlie's usually the brain behind the operation, but we'll have a new slogan for next year. So
This could be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Well, so tell us what you've been doing. You South Korea, and you've been telling us.
Yeah, tell us, if you can, maybe go backwards a little bit, like where you grew up, where you first started playing baseball, how you fell in love with the game, and your career path.
Yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm Cole Irvin, professional baseball player, and this last year I pitched in South Korea. But previous, I was with Minnesota, Baltimore, Oakland, and was drafted by Philadelphia. I'm going to work all the way back. Drafted out of college, University of Oregon, in 2016 in the 5th round, and then I grew up in Southern California, went to Servite High School, and grew up in Yorba Linda, which we have.
Mutual friends. It's crazy on how many people we know each other. Yeah.
Yes, and so. It's just grew up in a great time of baseball, around the Angels World Series, and was able to go to Game 2 for that, and that kind of really solidified my love for baseball. And then I ended up playing for George Horton, who was at Cal State Fullerton for a very long time before he took the Oregon job. But I was around Justin Turner when I was doing the summer baseball camps at Cal State Fullerton. And he's a big name for the Dodgers and their World Series and their success, and had a really long and successful career. He was with the Cubs this last season. But it's crazy just to kind of reflect a little bit right now and go, I've been around a lot of good ball players that grew up in Southern California and been able to play against some of the best in the world, not just in this country, but also this last year in South Korea. So it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it, and excited to be here, Ron. Thanks for having me on.
Cole he's on the wall in there, but he one of my best Cole stories beside the baseball was that's why I knew he was a friend. Why he should be on. During COVID, I had a DJ at my house. And I don't know. You heard this story, Bill?
I heard of it. I wasn't invited to
No, but he had a couple.
There was room for you, though.
Yeah.
I thought I was all that. And I had a party.
Yeah, COVID Halloween.
Was it Halloween?
It was Halloween.
No, I think it was New Year's Eve.
No, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve.
It was New Year's Eve, and I thought, being Ron, I'd get like 30 people to come up. I hired a DJ, paid him a few bucks. Mm-hmm. He never showed up. Nobody showed up. They said it was the Uber. It was a situation Uber was out, but
DJ was there.
They had a thing, and the DJ was there, so we sung. Like, I paid for this DJ Dirty, who plays for like every country artist you ever known, right? Mm-hmm. And he's there with Cole and his two friends, and I got this house, and not one girl showed up, just us, and we sung every.
me and my best friend Brian Garza and his now wife. Yeah, they came with me. And just the three of us the four of us had the best time, karaoke and
but nobody ever showed up. And we had the best time. Like 3 a.m. I paid the guy.
So much fun.
You always think of a New Year's Eve. Like, I know that you go to New York, go that, but that was probably one of the best New Year's Eve.
Going to Ron's.
Yeah, but I told them, don't worry, we got. And people did show up early, like Mike Tuttle and them, and they left.
Yeah,
to go downtown. Like, no, I thought I'd be the cool spot. Free liquor, free beer. Don't have to spend a lot of money. Come to my house, eat some food. That didn't happen.
So when's the next party?
Probably New Year's Eve. Yeah. I might as well have another one.
Yeah. Then call the DJ up.
Hey, Bill, tell us a little about yourself now. How you related to Cole and all that.
I'll start how I met with Cole and then go backwards. So during COVID, we were talking about this earlier before the show. We were looking to. I'm looking to do something. Get out of my house. Lose my insanity. A mutual friend of ours booked a trip to Costa Rica. It was 10 of us, people that I didn't know. Mike Tuttle was the guy, Mike. And so we go to Costa Rica, and Cole was the only guy there that I actually connected with. I mean, he's, I'm old enough to be his dad, but since meeting him 6 years ago, we built a relationship. He's like one of my best friends. He's like my younger brother, and he's a great friend. And I try and see him when he's on the road. It's kind of hit and miss. It's disheartening because I have a busy life, and Cole is in a different kind of stage in his life, and he's a professional athlete. So I see him from basically October to February, and then I don't see him maybe once or twice when he's on the road. I'll go visit him when my schedule permits. And this year, I was blessed enough to go see him in Korea.
I heard that. Tell us about that. We got a couple drinks coming though first.
Oh God.
Katie, what do you got?
Hello.
Put it. They both drink. Put them in front of them.
This is the chocolate espresso martini.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
With Stoli vodka, Kahlua, espresso, and chocolate liqueur.
Okay.
Okay.
And here we have our fall sunset. It's made with the Bacardi mango chili, raspberry liqueur, and lemonade.
Pick one out. Which one you want to try?
I'll try the espresso martini.
Oh, okay.
You and I
Cool.
both were going to go for that. I'll give that to you. You know,
Yeah.
age over beauty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Katie.
So
Come see Katie at lunch.
we're on a hunting trip together. Just a quick
Thank you.
sidebar.
Thank you.
We're on a hunting trip together 2 winters ago, and I'm driving out to with him, and we're just chewing the fat. And he's referencing like his relationship with his dad, like, and I'm his friend, right? But I got to tell you, I'm listening to the perspective, and I'm thinking to myself, well, son, that's the way you think when you're my age. I went home and I told my wife, I'm like, am I crazy that this guy is like my closest friend? And he's like, I don't even know how.
We're about 20 years apart.
Yeah, maybe a little more.
We'll say 20.
20 sounds good.
But he's a great dude.
I'll have to teach you how to do that. You don't think about that. Like all my friends are younger.
Oh.
I feel like I'm the youngest in the group. Like I never feel like it's 2025 in my world.
It's
and
all-
you gotta
it's all
go.
mental.
Right, right.
I'm definitely the most immature.
Yeah. So you have to. I mean, I wouldn't think that long, but So first thing is Cole. Find this out. So they give Cole, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, so I'm going to say it, but he gave him a certain amount of dollars for travel for your family. Is that true or false?
For Korea.
For South Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a stipend that we could spend up to fly.
Yeah, what's family though? What type?
My wife.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's it.
So, Bill, nobody really can come see you, or you can, but Bill, you decide to take this trip, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to know, like, when you first, I'll be honest with you, I've always wanted to go to, I've always been scared to go to cities like that. What was your first experience in South Korea with? Like,
So
to
I was-
South
I was-
Korea, it's not like,
I was really excited about the whole thing,
If you can push the mic just a little bit closer
I'm
to
sorry.
you. No,
Yeah.
all good.
So I'm really excited about going to Korea because I've never been there and, love Korean barbecue. So I
Why
go there.
why not go to Korea then?
Yeah.
So I go there, and probably about a half a day before I realized no one looks at you. No one gets eye contact with you or nothing. I mean, you could project yourself on people walking down the streets in New York or even Birkdale. Just project yourself. Someone's going to look at you, you smile, they smile back. It's human instinct. That doesn't happen in Korea. I mean, it was mind blowing. And then so I'm hanging out with Cole. We're having a good old time, and then he goes to work, and I'm like, all right, I'm in a very crowded city, but it is freaking lonely.
you weren't feared or anything? You didn't fear?
No
Was
fear.
there
no,
cars
there-
on the street?
Oh yeah. There's-
Oh, I mean, it is a moving country.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's,
bustling.
Yeah, there is no shortage of people. I mean, it's literally as hot and humid as a jungle, and it's surrounded by concrete in Seoul, which is where I'm
Interestingly
based.
enough, I got to give them props because, things like you go into a coffee shop and you order a coffee and then you come out, you're done with your coffee. Where do you throw the cup? No, take it home with you. Take it home and throw it in the trash. The city's not here to take your garbage.
Yeah.
away. He told me, he's like, you're gonna have a hard time finding a garbage can. I was like, what do you mean? Not a spot of litter on the street. Like it was mind blowing to the extent that I saw a handful of games, and how many people sit in those stadiums? 30,000 people.
About 30. Yeah.
So 30,000 people. I kid you not, single file line, cardboard, paper, plastics, food, and then you have some woman with rubber gloves sorting out the food for compost. And people are waiting in line to exit the stadiums, like after a 3-hour game.
And they clean up after themselves.
And they clean up after themselves. Impeccable. Like the people are just
Oh, I mean, the people like when you go after stadium, it's all cleaned up.
everything. Like you leave any stadium here in the States, there's garbage.
Yeah,
there's,
I've done it.
you drop
Eat a
you drop
dog,
your
throw it on the thing.
you drop your hat on the floor. You want to leave it because it's disgusting.
Yeah,
What about the game itself? So was Cole pitching?
Oh God, yeah. The games, the energy there, insane, off the charts.
How many people were there?
It's sold out
Yeah,
every night.
30,000.
How many?
Like 30,000.
30,000 people.
Yeah, and so what's cool about Korea was if you're the team that's hitting, that team is cheering and the other side is not saying a word. They're respecting the cheering section of the other team.
No
and
heckling.
And the opposing team brings their cheerleaders, their MC to kind of lead the chants and cheers, and it's loud all game.
Shit.
All game. It is go, go, go,
So
go,
each team
go.
has a DJ.
Yeah, and they don't leave until after the game ends. Like they are staying. If it's a blowout, fans are staying.
Yeah.
They're there to cheer on their team. It's an amazing baseball experience.
100 degrees, 100% humidity, and these fans are there.
Outside. It's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these fans are just so vested into it. And, it was cool. And the only time that they paid attention to us, I believe, was like after the games, like when they were crowding you.
Yeah,
For
after the
autographs
games,
and stuff.
I'd take the subway home, just one stop, and they'd always hound me for autographs and stuff because they knew that was my mode of transportation to get home. The three white guys on our team, we would get hounded on the walk back to the subway. But no, the fans were fantastic.
Who was the best player in Korea? Who's right now? Or is there one?
I mean, in terms of foreign players, it's hard to peg one or two. But I mean, there's going to be a couple pitchers in the big leagues next year from Korea that were just absolutely amazing, like beyond amazing. Sub 2 ERAs that just absolutely carved.
So when you pitch against a guy in Korea, it's the same as America in a way?
No. The playing style is drastically different, and it took me 5 months to figure out how to pitch.
Why is the playing? What's the difference?
They're very contact oriented, and so like the style is try to get when I'm a foreign pitcher, they want to get cause as much havoc on the base paths as possible because they're all fast. They don't strike out because they're trying to put the ball in play, and it's just they try to create chaos for a pitcher that is coming from the States. And so it's just fascinating to learn the game at their speed. But it's best way I can describe it. If you've ever been to a college baseball game, it's college baseball amplified to a new level. You can guarantee if there's no outs and a runner on first, that guy's is bunting the guy over. They all crowd the batter's box, so the home plate feels like it's super narrow. So guys are going to get hit. And then the funniest thing that I laugh about Korea is that when guys get hit, they're on the ground for minutes. They are on the ground. They're
like soccer.
Oh, it is like soccer.
Like LeBron.
Yeah, it is funny. It's funny as all can be because the trainer will come out with cold spray and just spray the area they got hit in. But most of the time, these guys are getting hit in their guards, and it didn't hurt them at all. And most of the time it's been on off-speed pitches. And so it's just funny to see the interaction of guys
Now, are
getting
the fans
hurt.
booed? Like, are they allowed to boo you for hitting them? Or how?
The pitcher will get booed. And then
DJ come on? Like,
they'll also
like, hey, that's...
They'll also they will also like cheer when the player's like healthy on the base. And it's just
That's funny.
From a young age, they are looking for attention, and so it's just become the normal thing in professional.
Any fights? Are you allowed to fight?
I almost started a couple. Yeah.
Are you allowed? I mean, get.
They boo you after. Yeah, they don't like fighting. They don't like yelling. They don't like standing up for yourself. They just say respect each other. But it's like, no, you're in the heat of battle. Like this is. If I'm frustrated with something, I'm going to say it. And the first couple starts, I nearly started a couple fights because one, I was hitting guys, and then two, a guy leaned on a pitch that was a fly ball, like a standard fly ball, and he leaned on it, and I told him not to lean on it, and then he yelled at me. I yelled at him back, and I just kept
But
walking.
he yelled you in English, or is he?
Yeah, he played in the States, so Byung Ho Park. He played in the States for a little bit, so I knew he knew a little English.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And so he was just and then the next day the media made me apologize to him.
Wow.
That's good. That is quite the difference for a.
They really did.
Oh yeah. The teams made me go over there and apologize.
They cellophane wrapped them and made them.
And Park was awesome. He was like, I know that you're not doing this for, he goes, you're in the heat of the battle. Like, I totally get it, but just so you know, this is how Korea baseball works. So going forward, I never like yelled or did anything after that, but he was just like, just so you know, this is how they operate if you do get into a little bit of a tussle.
I know Ricky Stenhouse wanted to beat up Post for, I think, in the Mexican race down there, but
yeah.
I think he was worried he'd be put in jail. Right. Like he didn't do it, so I didn't know, like, if you got in a fight or, I mean, did you walk, I mean, it's going from baseball to this, but did you walk to the border at all? I mean, did you see the...
no, you didn't get up to the border, did you?
I didn't get up to the border.
How far are you from the border?
I was a 2-hour bus ride.
But didn't you fly like the DMC?
But it's not that I'm 2 hours. It's to the tourist location to North Korea is 2 hours. So it's actually only like an hour north of Seoul, geographically. But the way to the tourist location to be able to look.
There's mountains there, right, or something?
Oh yeah. It's beautiful. Honestly, seeing the southern part of South Korea and the beaches and stuff. It's a beautiful country. To be able to experience that was really unique. If anyone has an opportunity to go see Seoul, I would recommend doing it. And then going down to Busan for the beach. I think that's
my advice would be go with a crew of people.
Yeah, you go with a crew.
Go with a crew of people. Have fun. Because when I was there for 10 days or something. When he was at work, when my trip was like, it was a little over a week. But when he was at work, I mean, I went to like, just logged on my computer and worked off hours.
What about like for a guy like me, maybe
No.
a little younger? No, you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be like, hey, baby, I'm over here. Maybe I do tabletop. We do tabletop.
That's
Do you have to watch?
That's a tabletop conversation for
You
after
can
the
go to
lights
Myrtle
are
Beach
off.
for that.
Now, what about like? Okay, so is there any? I'm just thinking South Korea, North Korea. Like, is there anything else you got to do differently, and that you have to be confined to, or say something, or not, or you? No. Is it like America? I know you're a baseball player, but damn, this is exciting to me about South Korea.
Yeah, I mean, South Korea culture is very interesting. I told you when you showed up, I said, hey, don't expect the elderly to give you space. They just bombard, they expect respect. So they will bombard doors, bombard elevators before, if they think that you're younger than them.
There's no chivalry. I've seen old grandmas with grandkids, and the grandkids shoving them grandma out of the way to get into the elevator. And I'm like, here you go, ma'am. Then I smile, and they don't even look at you.
Yeah.
That's weird. What about you guys go? I know we talked earlier in the show, before the show, you're hunting and fishing. You doing that there?
I looked into it, and then I was just I'm overwhelmed with all the kind of chaos that you can only fish. So the only thing I could have done was fished. And the only place that I could do that is designated fishing locations, and they're only open certain parts of the week. And it was
too much work.
It's just too much work. And then I got to buy a rod. I got to figure out how to do that. There's no fishing stores nearby to be able to get bait. I have to do everything. Everything they do is online. So they our Amazon, they have some grocery stores and some markets and stuff, but most of them are ordering from Coupang, which is their Amazon, and it's literally at your doorstep within the next hour or the next morning if you're ordering it.
What about drones? They doing drones or automatic people? Or what do you call them? What do you call them?
Robots?
Yeah, automatic people.
No robots, but a lot of moped couriers. That's the funny part. Those guys are ruthless. They'll drive up on sidewalks while you're right in front of you while you're walking, and there's always an order being placed somewhere.
You know the fishing story I have with Riley Herbst. They went to Riley Herbst's
little fishing hole.
Fishing hole.
Yep.
But Denny and Charlie, and they were all like, I bet who would get the most fish. But bottom line is, they were catching these fish like this. I said, dude, it's like going to a safari hunt with the fucking fish in there, right? And so when you guys fish, what do you like to? You like to Bill, you like to?
I mean, anything. I'm going.
Want to do that hand motion one more time?
Yeah.
I saw that. That was so bad.
any kind of fishing does it for me. I mean, I do a lot of offshore fishing. I'm going to Florida this weekend, do a little fishing offshore. We fished in Costa Rica offshore, but like mountain trout, fun. Just any wet a line. It's good.
The Costa Rica fishing was an attempt. We had no idea what we were getting.
We caught. I caught a huge. No.
Well, yeah. Okay, on the charter, yeah, we were fine.
What was it?
But the fly fishing event that we were trying to do on our
it was
you
like
caught
a 60-pound rooster fish.
Yeah,
I think it was huge.
if you ever never seen a rooster fish, you might want to look that up.
Yeah.
They're a trophy fish. They're incredible, incredible fish. And I actually handed
That's
you
right.
the opportunity to bring that in because
'Cause I'm
you've been
older,
talking
'cause I'm
about it
older.
all week.
I'm older. I almost knocked him over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was. You didn't know it was going to be a trophy.
No, I had no idea. Well, we were dealing with red tide.
Yes. It's a good trip. But any kind of fishing, as they say, wet a line, just kind of relax, kick back, and troubles go away.
Yeah, that fishing, I don't know. What about now? We're going to pivot a little bit back to baseball, but what do you think about the World Series and how much money the Dodgers paid for their players? Is that a factor or not? Like, it's a factor, obviously, because they wouldn't have got Shohei, but
roles reversed here. If you are being asked to go to the best team in baseball and they're paying you what you think is fair, who is not going to take that opportunity, right? So, like, Ron, I'm going to give you – you're the best pitcher in baseball right now, and I'm going to give you $350 million for your services for next 8 years. And you're going to have an opportunity every season to win a World Series, which is your ultimate goal for your playing days, right? Like, there's not a doubt in my mind that any player would not take that deal.
do you think just because you have make a lot of money doesn't mean you're going to be a good athlete? A good team player. Like, I think the pitcher from, I don't know his name, the Japan guy that came in.
Yamamoto.
Yeah,
and then Roki Sasaki was the other
Yeah,
one.
I'm just saying who are absent. So you got to find talent too, right? It's not as easy as just paying one. Like Juan Soto, just say, okay, I'm going to give you $30 million a year. I mean, it's not as right. There's work
I
to
do
that.
think that there needs to be something done with the smaller teams not necessarily paying players that there's a problem in baseball right now where the younger players are being utilized a lot more than the guys that may have 2 or 3 years in the league that are maybe your average run-of-the-mill players, but are serviceable. They're not bringing the team down. They're not necessarily bringing them up, but they're not going to hurt your overall. And those players are starting to fade out, and they're starting to bring these young guys that have no experience to the big league level. And it's kind of causing a little bit of an issue because now the teams are realizing that they don't need these middle ground players, which I fall under that category, to be successful. They can rely on a rookie to come up for 60 games and then have another guy come up behind him if he starts to struggle. And now their payroll is significantly less than these other teams. But teams that want to win are spending money. Toronto tried to get Shohei last year, or when he was a free agent. There's plenty of free agent pitchers this year on the market that I would not be surprised if Philadelphia, went after a couple guys. But the teams that want to win are spending money. It's the teams that are not making those choices that are becoming the issue and bringing up the salary cap.
You're making money like the Pirates. I've been there forever, but they're making money because of the league. You know what I mean? So they don't have to pay it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But I look at the Dodgers. They're paying Betts $30 million, $14 million for Yamamoto, $28 million for Shohei, probably more. Freddie, $27 million. The good thing is Will Smith 16, Blake Snell 28, Glasgow 32. He's the highest paid player. But the good thing is every one of those players worked out, right? It's when they don't work out you look bad.
Yeah,
right?
and are they going to win it every year? Maybe not.
Well, do you think they should have won it this year with all the stuff going? I mean, do you think they made some bad?
I thought the two best teams were in the World Series this year, and I thought it was the best World Series in recent years that I've watched and sat down and watched every single one. And I was rooting for the Blue Jays because of my friends like Chris Bassett and some other guys I know on that team. But it was just an entertaining series all the way through, and it totally. If you're watching that series, you're not looking at that as, oh, this is the highest payroll team in the league versus, the 5th highest payroll in the league.
Right.
You watched that game and watched that series as, wow, this is incredible baseball being played. And the amount of times that, there was a relay to home plate that could have put the Blue Jays ahead. It just shows that they are teams are paying for talent and not paying just to pay. And I think that's what reflected in this World Series the most.
Well, I think the pitcher for what's his name? Now here's another one. What's that pitcher Bill's name? The pitcher for the Blue Jays. It was a minor league guy at the beginning of the year.
Savage. Yeah.
But a guy like that's making nothing.
But that's part of the rookie deal. A rookie deal, a lot of people don't know this, is six years once you sign on to. So I made my debut on Mother's Day of 2019. I had to wait 6 years before I was off a rookie contract to become a free agent. And the first 3 years you're at league minimum, and then the next 3 years you're in what we call salary arbitration. So the team negotiates with your agency to negotiate your salary. But after that, you're a free agent. And so it takes 6 years for these guys to actually start getting paid money, and that's what some teams are taking advantage of.
Right, because that guy's probably making $800,000, the pitcher for the Toronto, and that's going to help.
Well, he's not making $800,000. He probably made in total without the bonus. He probably made $350,000. Wow. Because when you get called up, it's prorated based on the time when you got called up. It's not you get $800,000 this year. It's you get the prorated salary.
So even more so when they pick you up, basically right in the playoffs or that. I mean, the per game payout that they're paying is minimal almost.
Well, I mean, he probably tripled his salary
probably
on the
more
year,
than that
on the year by just pitching in the World Series. Because I mean, the payouts in the World Series are very, very nice for the players, more so for the teams. But it's a nice paycheck that comes in. But yeah, Savage probably tripled his year-to-date salary just by pitching in the World Series.
Because of the pay.
Yeah, because of the pay, the pay works.
And how little it was before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we talked earlier about NAL because it affects, obviously, like Archie Manning is going to probably stay in now because he didn't have a good year. Or what is it, Archie? And what about baseball? Is Oregon giving baseball players a lot of money?
There's still being money thrown around in baseball, but you're talking about the top maybe 50 programs in the country. It's not as noticeable. Now this is from last conversations I've had with my former teammates and guys that I know that are coaching the college space, but it's not as significant as it is in college football. But it does have an effect though. But if you're an Archie Manning, like you're going to get paid more than your first few years on a rookie deal in the pros.
Right.
Like why
Why leave that?
Why
Right.
leave?
Right.
We make sure we get phone calls at least once during the show.
Yeah. I'll make sure to call next week.
I'm looking at NAL, LSU. I mean, they're paying. I guess the big thing. Well, football is different. I think. Don't you think, Bill? They're going out there. I mean, if you gave me $300,000 to play football, but it's whether you're gonna. You have to look at it. But your life expectancy goes down. Or not, I wouldn't say life. I would just say your
Career
expectancy will go down every year you play. Is that correct too?
Yeah. I would think so.
I mean, I would go with the money. I mean, like you said it earlier, you get offered money to do what you want to do, and the best odds at winning a championship because that's why you're playing the game to begin with.
I mean, I don't know if it affects college football yet or not. Like, I think it affects teams. Like, I think college football is if you got a lot of money, you're paying kids. I mean, Ohio State paid $20 million last year.
Yeah.
They won a national championship. But that doesn't always – I still say the money doesn't always equate to winning, right?
No,
I still think they're trying to figure it all out, and now they're seeing the results of maybe just throwing money at people and not actually putting a program
I
together.
mean, you think that they're floating money on the college level to attract like people who have bigger followings to sell more gear and sell more fanfare?
without a doubt, you're not paying only.
Not for talent.
You're paying for the
popularity.
marketing and the likeness as well.
Yeah, it's a whole package now.
Yeah.
What might sell seats? What might get you on TV? What's going to get you more views on Instagram or whatever else? Because that's a value to whoever's sponsoring your program.
And then that school in return makes the marketing money on that player and stuff like that they're bringing in. You know, there's just so many layers to the NIL stuff, and I know it's affecting basketball. I think as well, pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, you know, it's funny. They have that thing in NASCAR called DAP now, where, you know, I think Joey Logano won this year. He won $1 million, but they were giving like courtside seats to you, or the more engagement you do outside.
Ricky has been on that program. I think he goes to just about everything.
I mean,
Yeah,
good
they-
seats too. I mean, everything they were good. I think Denny was doing it for a while, but the problem is like some of the stuff is it's still work to
Yeah.
off work.
So basically, they're paying the drivers as they didn't before to show up to help promote future races or the sport.
Just
in
fan
general.
engagement.
Fan engagement.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good idea, right?
is a fantastic
right,
idea.
because I think, you know, I mean, the more you're seen out,
Right.
like who's that guy? NASCAR, especially because they have a helmet on, a little bit, you don't really know the person. I think helmet sports are different than if you're not. I mean, it sounds really like football players. You know, it's because they're tall. Like I own Red Rocks, obviously, guys. If you haven't listened in Red Rocks Cafe, but if I notice somebody really tall, I'm like, wonder if that guy's an athlete, right? If they're really short,
all the time.
if they're really short around here, it might be a race car driver. You know what I mean?
Or a jockey.
Yeah, I was going to say, or a horse jockey.
Yeah, or a jockey. I mean, you know, so I think it is funny that so what do you think you're going to play? I guess in money-wise, what do you think you'll play this year? Do you have any opportunity? How does it work? when
No
you're a free
idea.
agent?
I mean, I'm free agent, so excited to have conversations. The World Series, you know, ending last week. It's now been the appropriate amount of days that I can become a free agent. So it's exciting. You know, there's a little bit of unnecessary worry,
Right.
because
You always do my podcast. You're good.
yeah. But you know. But
We
being
need a
able
co-host.
to throw 95 and being left-handed, I do have a slight advantage to finding a job.
Have you ever caught his fastball, Bill?
No.
I want to get you in the cage.
You need to try it one time. Dude. I've been wanting to go up there.
I'm good to try.
Not right now though. I'm having trouble playing catch.
Why is that? Why?
It's my second day back. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I shut down for 3 weeks, and then when I return, it's always like, wait, how do you throw again? Like it's just your body hits a reset stage,
Starting over.
and
I'll
you
tell
kind
you
of
what.
start over, and
I'll put a Deuce on Twins jersey on and crowd the plate, and we'll go from there.
What's the
perfect.
fastest you ever pitched the ball?
98.
98. Where at? Was it a
In
certain
Cleveland, facing Yasiel Puig, who I actually faced in Korea this year. But yeah, no, 98 was
Did
the.
he hit you? Did he hit you?
Yeah, he hit it off the wall.
I did.
game? Yeah. You always
It was a 3-2 pitch. It was bases loaded. I was in Philadelphia. It was a Wednesday night baseball game, and I was kind of amped up. I was coming out of the bullpen, and then I ripped a heater, and man, he absolutely torched that thing off the wall.
So are you happy about the heater, or were you disappointed about it?
Oh, anytime you hit your PR, you're always happy about it.
There you go. So it's a
You
good
know,
day.
the other
Yeah.
It's a good day.
good or bad thing, because we're friends and obviously close. We have the game on the bar. I told Mikey, Chicago Cubs. You know, it's like bases loaded. I forget what batter. You probably know the batter. And Cole accidentally threw it right down.
Albert Elmore. Yeah, don't worry. I got the guy.
He slammed it over the
hung a
grand
changeup. But I will say, because that was my third big league start, that was the first time I had ever walked a mound and been like, I made it. Like I made it, because it was Sunday night baseball. I got my first hit off Cole Hamels. That was when pitchers hit. And I was like crossing, and I was into the fifth inning, pitching well, had 2 outs.
Yeah.
And the changeup had been working with Almora all day. So we're like, perfect, we'll throw that first pitch. First pitch, he hits out of the park. Place goes, Chicago goes nuts. And I'm walking off that mound. I'm pissed. But then that night when I laid my head on my pillow, I went, man, that was one cool experience that yes, I failed, but it was like one of those things where it's like, okay, I made it. This is so cool.
Impressive. Wow. You've faced how many batters, and to remember it play by play and minute by minute, that's freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, well, you know when you get beat, you remember things.
Well, what's the changeup? Is it like a slower pitch? Because
so you got your two types of fastballs. You got your four-seam fastball, and then you got your sinking fastball. The changeup pairs well with a sinking fastball. So I'm primarily a sinker ball pitcher. So my changeup is my second best pitch, and so that's kind of my go-to, especially when guys are ambushing a fastball early in at bat, based on what they've done in the game. I have a good sense, and I didn't throw the changeup to the right spot.
Do you think people are stealing your sign, like how you pitch? Do they know if you put the ball in the glove? Because you listen to announcers. My friend who races cars tells me those announcers sometimes are kind of, they say stuff, but just to make
there's
ratings.
teams that'll deke. There's teams that'll like fake, like they know they have your signs. So like when I come set, there's a guy, there might be a guy that moves his hand back or, does some things, but you kind of have to work within what the hitter's doing to really give you the feedback if they're deking at second or if they actually have something. And so me being left-handed and a runner at second, my glove and hand are actually in a just bad position to begin with, because the second base runner has a better view into my glove.
So it does make a difference.
Oh, yeah. So I have to be a lot more mindful of it than maybe a right-handed pitcher. But, yeah, it's just interesting, the intricacies of the game. I saw a couple times this year guys were complaining about signs getting picked. I'm like, it's part of the game, buddy. Like, make an adjustment. You're mad that you didn't make the adjustment sooner, so get over it.
Yeah, that's on you.
That's on you.
Can you make it here to there? Like once you have it here and you go like this, when you throw it, then you throw it differently?
So, yes. So when I was facing Houston, I had faced Houston back-to-back starts in 22. They had me in the first inning. They got a runner at second, and then they were just like relaying signs. And I realized that I was the one tipping in the first inning. I gave up 4 in that first inning. My pitching coach comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man, may have to lean off the fastball." I said, "No, I think they have me at second," because they were trying to get a runner to second base every hitter.
That's not good.
And again, you got to be recognizing within the game what's going on. And so finally, I get back out there for the second inning, and I got a runner at second with 2 outs. And I changed my hand position, and then they didn't have me the rest of the game. And so, and then I ended up going 7 innings. I threw like 34 pitches in the first inning, and then ended up going 7 at like 98 pitches. So, yeah.
And you remember this too, Bill? I mean, you remember that?
I mean, it's fascinating, like the stuff you don't know from watching the game on TV or sitting in the stands. Like you don't have all this intel.
Well, I think he told me, because when I would text Cole, or maybe you told me Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
They win a lot, and you told me that something was going on.
Oh yeah, I said some stupid stuff. Let's see, in 2021, I said some stupid things that I laugh about now.
No, but you told me though. Didn't you say Seattle won like 11 in a row, but they were tipping signs, right? Is that what you said on 21 about them?
No.
I thought it was that.
No, actually, no. What we were talking about was they were relaying signs at second during the playoffs recently, and we were talking about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seattle. I have a little beef with the city a little bit, but it's all good fun. I don't. It's a different team now. They're a much better offensive team now. But yeah, I said some stupid things.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you do. You just forgot about it. It's just one of those things that decided to leave your brain.
Well, Table Talk.
Yeah.
It's on Table Talk, national,
syndication.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but no, Seattle's been the only city that I've gone to that I actually love. The city of Seattle. I love going there. It's the best ballpark in my opinion. Just because it's the Pacific Northwest, me going to Oregon, spending so much time there. there's just something about that stadium that's just so awesome and so cool. And I'm glad that that team's having the success they are, because they certainly deserve it for the amount of years that I've gone to games.
Well, they're starting to pay money too, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But the Pirate, it's like the Pirates. I'm a Pirate fan. It's not really a good. They always have good players coming out. You know, who's your team, Brent?
Baseball? More players, just people that I'm friends with. I mean, Anthony Rendon's probably my favorite player, even though I don't think he'll probably never play again.
He made a lot of money too, right? Didn't he?
I don't think he's played an actual full season based on his contract.
He's $30 million or something. He's a lot.
He got paid a lot of money per year, but I don't think he's actually played a full season of baseball since he's been under the contract with the Angels. You could correct me on that, but and look it up. But I think he's under 162 games played in an Angels uniform.
Yeah, for overall for contract and just as a player playing as long as he has, he's for sure played the fewest games.
In productivity based on contract, yeah.
Yeah, making amazing money sitting at home, that's for sure.
300 million or something like that.
Yeah, it's
right?
a lot.
Something around there.
Yeah, it's like 30 million a year, and it's hip this year. I think arm the last 2 years or something like that. I mean, yeah.
He came from Washington.
Guaranteed money in baseball. That's the one thing that I do love.
You know,
one thing
about baseball. We were talking, Charlie and I, before we came into talk show. We talked about what sport would you want to play, like for family life. Is it baseball? Is it football? I'd say we said football.
Baseball's a lot of games.
Baseball, you get hurt. Football, you get hurt pretty bad. But if you look at it, they're here a lot, and then they have practice.
If
here.
I could be as good as what I am right now as a baseball player, but in another sport, there's only one sport I want to do, and that's golf.
Okay. But
there you go.
You don't have
that's just my answer.
But you wouldn't travel. You wouldn't care about traveling because you're playing golf.
You're playing golf, man. Right. Golf is the best.
I get it. Yeah, I would say.
And the purses are massive if you win.
Yeah, huge.
And you just have to make the cut, and then you're in the money.
But I would say football, you got all day with your family, and then you got weekends. You go, and then you're back home. And good for them is they lock them down on the weekends on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? They're locked in. They go play, and they're back. Where baseball is 180.
Yeah.
Really preseason, 180 games. NASCAR is 43 weeks.
And it's a 43-week schedule that kids in school, grade school, high school, it's not conducive of tomorrow everyone's going away for their holiday, right? School's still in. Mm-hmm. So it impacts the family life.
Right. I think golf, you're right, though. If you could play a sport,
yeah.
But you'd have to be really good. I mean, there's only so many people that make a lot of money.
I will take 64th, though.
But that's why they did
week in and week out.
And that's why they did live golf. Because live, you don't have to play. You don't have to, you don't have to make the cut. So it's a lot different.
Yeah.
But I would play. I mean, I look at tennis, golf, baseball, hockey. Hockey, that's a tough sport too. I mean, you're getting beat the shit out of it.
Oh, hockey is the toughest sport to play,
I mean,
without a doubt.
Our friend Noah Dobson, he just got signed with Montreal for $10 million a year, which isn't
not terrible.
Bad. Yeah.
No.
So that sport's gone up too. So what do you have planned? What do you have planned for the rest of the year, Bill?
So I was introducing myself earlier. I run a publicly traded AI company. Started it before AI was a thing.
What's it called?
Alpha Modus.
Okay.
And so, I mean, my year, 365 days a year, is running my company. We're basically an IP holder to a large degree of AI applications in retail, consumer facing. So, completely unrelated to sports. Stuff is probably boring compared to all the exciting stuff.
I think it's fascinating.
But yeah, we have a pretty heavy IP portfolio that was developed back in 2013, and all of our patent filings were circled around the consumer, whereas like a lot of these big tech companies I won't name neglected to focus on the consumer. They focused on the tech, and now we're in a position, I feel, that our company is a linchpin in the way AI is used in retail, and that's been proving accurate to myself on a day-to-day basis. So the rest of my year is just running my company, and I'll get some time in. Maybe I'll join you at Aspen X Games if you have time. We'll go carve it up on the mountains and fish and run my company and see where he plays ball.
Yeah. What about your wife? What's your wife? Now, I met your wife first.
Yeah.
And then.
You met my daughter too. She was working here for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, at your restaurant, Red Rocks. Yeah. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. She runs the household, keeps it going. I got a daughter, Old Miss. I'm wearing some Old Miss gear.
She don't work here anymore, right?
My daughter, no, she's in school. So I think, what is she, off for the summer?
Yeah.
Or scheduling. Whatever.
A lot of people come to Red Rocks now. They come in. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, they come as long as they don't. It gives a 2-week notice. That's my big thing.
That's a funny
Like
thing.
one kid did it recently, and I got really mad because I'm like, the only thing I asked you to do, the friend I hired, is give me a 2 weeks notice. So I care about it.
My daughter didn't jam you up. No, she.
No, you didn't. But I'm saying that's the only thing I ask when I have
Funny
friends.
thing is, I said to Ron, "Hey, you got a spot to put my daughter in?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you want me to go hard on her? Like make sure the manager puts the screws to her and get her in line?" I'm like, "No, she's a good kid." And he's like, "All right, so I'll go easy on her. Okay, have her come in." And she got the job.
I still don't know what she looks like.
It all worked out. It sounds like.
Yeah.
And your wife Cole was Kristen,
Yeah, Kristen Beat.
and that's how I met her before you. And what's she up to now?
She is traveling today to Argentina
For what?
for World Supercross. It's a 5-round series. So she'll go to Argentina today. If I'm not late to pick her up and go to the airport, and then she goes to Vancouver, Canada, Australia, Stockholm, Sweden, and then Cape Town, South Africa,
And
which I'm
she's-
hoping to join her on.
She's a daytime Emmy winner.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's an Emmy award-winning reporter, and she's done a lot of good things in her career, and she's only been making great relationships and great improvements to her career. She just wrapped up. She was on the last 2 races for IMSA. So we're very much in the racing world, as you know, Ron, in a different way. But we're surrounded by it. Her brother races the short course off-road series. And
he just built a truck for one of the Earnhardts, correct?
Yes, yeah. He is on. I'm blanking on his name right now, and I shouldn't. I should know this better than.
That's why I didn't say his name either.
Yeah.
So
something Earnhardt.
No, it's not Earnhardt.
it's Carrie's son.
Yes. But he drives for my brother's team, and then Ken Roxon actually drove in the last round for the off-road team under Ryan's team. So that was pretty cool. Ken Roxon, I haven't met him, but I know relationship-wise has a great relationship with Ryan and Kristen.
I know his wife really well. Worked with her over at Tutu Motorsports when she worked for Astafin and the family, then. And then actually in Vegas was in the Toyota suite with her brother.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's just small world racing. It just keeps getting smaller too.
Yep. We're getting more phone calls.
Yeah, more phone calls. But it's fascinating the world of racing, and you talk about sim rig. I'm on my sim rig, to cool down about an hour every night, just having fun with that thing.
Wow.
And so I like driving as well. When I'm done playing, I'd like to drive for a year, whether it be short course off-road or some other series. We'll see. But I love racing too, so I know you have a lot of racing people on your podcast, so I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, you want to be well. First,
I'm a little too big.
How fast are you up there at the Motorplex? That's where
At the Motorplex, I mean, I'm weighing the cart down, Ron. I got to lose my 25 pounds of playing weight, and then we're kind of in the realm of where we're going to gain some tenths.
I'm glad you know that. That's where the factor is. But they weight the cars in NASCAR too now.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
You're like a solid 60 pounds heavier than like
Yeah, but
without a doubt.
they'll weigh you down. They weigh everybody.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I did the off-access 500 race a week and a half ago with I don't know, Sanchez was there, Hocevar was there, Allgaier showed up to watch.
yeah.
Reddick normally races it. Yeah, I got smoked for one, but no, they definitely don't.
I fully
weight
plan to
the tracks.
I fully plan to get
Carson.
smoked. I fully plan on just not being good, but I really just want to experience a season in racing and enjoy, putting on a.
You talking about like a stock car or like anything?
I don't care. I don't care. At this point, it's just whatever the opportunity, comes forward.
I raced my cart around the house. That was pretty good. I got beat. That was weight. I know it was. I ran 26.5 or 27 seconds. They ran 26. I said, dude, I'm like.
I'm
right
upset
now,
you and
50
Charlie haven't had like a formal race, like
Don't do
like
that. They'd
Taylor
have
and
to
them
wait
put
up.
like some cones in the driveway there,
Right.
and let's have like a 5-lap race in
But
between
we
you and
did it in
Charlie.
the house. We had cones in the house. We raced around my cart, but Alex won, and then I was third. But the weight was a factor. What about we're gonna pivot the last thing.
How do we not film that?
We did.
Or,
We
okay,
did.
is this
I'll
on
give you
Alex's TikTok? Is that
No,
what?
get I didn't. I don't like to put that stuff up, but I'll give it to you.
Okay.
What about the last thing? You help dog. I don't have dogs.
Yeah.
But you have a charity or something.
Yeah, we do a lot of animal philanthropy. Kristen and I, we do a lot of philanthropy as is. I was in South Korea. I was helping out with a local orphanage, just volunteering my time and helping out with them. Just playing with the kids. They don't have many male role models at the orphanage where I was at in South Korea, so I was able to kind of help bring some of my teammates over and have them interact, which was really an amazing experience.
In South Korea.
In South Korea, yeah. And then
You've done that in Baltimore. You've done it in every.
Yeah, not on the orphanage side. I will do more of that this next season with whatever team I'm playing with. But in every city I'm playing with, I'm over at the animal shelters helping out with dogs. Walking them. Creating some type of meet and greet with players and dogs to get dogs adopted. But all of our 4 dogs right now are rescues. Our 2 horses are rescues. So we do a lot of rescuing in our household, and it's never a dull moment. No. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
Let us know if you need a little donation from Red Rocks.
We do have a dog up for adoption. So
I'm not going to adopt a dog now. I'm gonna,
he's the
No
best.
dog. I know.
He will be your little shadow.
That's great.
He's awesome.
Only time you can bring a dog, if I date somebody with a dog, no problem. I'll bring the dog in my house. I'll love
If the dog comes with a female,
Right.
then
Okay,
let him
okay.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. So if you adopt a dog with a female, like that's how it happens. It's
all
got to
right,
be a
all right.
double package.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. We'll keep our eye out for that package for you.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that we got that ready to go.
Somebody
So tell us about the dog that's for adoption.
So we don't quite know what breed he is, but he is not our typical Yorkie that we typically have. But he is some kind of terrier. But he's honestly the sweetest boy. He's super low maintenance, attached to your hip, walking around the house. Great on a leash. Does not fight other dogs because we're
Was he
putting.
like 6 pounds or something?
He's about 7 or 8 pounds, but I mean he's like slightly taller than our biggest Yorkie that we have, and it's like a little Jack Russell Terrier type of thing. But he's not a yippy dog.
Is this a single person that owns it, or single women, or anything?
Not yet, Ron, not yet.
Maybe you should pair both. You
yeah.
gotta be like a.
But we always have dogs coming in. We're always posting on the Yorkies of the Carolinas page. That's
You've
kind
done
of
great with that.
Yeah, that's what we post on the most is Yorkies of the Carolinas. But it's not just Yorkies that we're posting on there; it's all dogs. And then we post on, I think we do the moms group of on Facebook. There's like a moms group.
See, here we go again.
I was gonna say this is already going in the wrong direction.
Single.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Single group.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I think, and this is why I'm bringing it up, Ron. But like, there's like the moms like group of like Mooresville or something
Yeah.
like that posts about dogs and stuff too. So we'll put the dog on there.
I
so.
really a Yorkie maybe. The problem. Okay, first thing, a dog. So this girl I dated, don't leave the dog by herself. I said there was no way this little damn dog can do anything to my blinds or anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, listen.
Learned your
kept
lesson.
wanting to get I don't know how it got to the blinds.
Oh boy.
Okay, it got to the blinds.
Oh boy.
Every blind. So about $2,000 later, that was that story. And then I told Denny the other day, so Denny said, I had to watch the dogs for like a couple weeks. I watched the dogs. So Mitzi, the damn little it died, so passed away. Sorry, Mitzi. But that dog jumped on my bed and decided to pee. And I'm like, okay, so maybe that's part of the problem, you know what I mean, with my fear of dogs. And now I have to get a new mattress, okay? And now the owner comes home and says, well, you must not have been taking him out enough. Like, that's that.
I mean, that's part of taking care of a dog, Ron.
But I probably did take it out. I had at that.
I probably did.
Or hey, how about
I
this
might
one?
have.
Even Kirsty would say, "Oh, you're feeding the dog too much." I'm like, "What the hell am I supposed to do with these dogs?" Like that's
how many times were we feeding in a day?
I like to eat. Why not a dog? Eat the same.
I'm thinking there probably should have been more thorough instructions.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry. I think you're not going to qualify on the application to adopt the
No,
dog.
well, that's what I'm saying. When you want me to drive somewhere, they always want me to drive. I try to purposely drive, and everybody wants me to drive. Same with a dog. I'm trying to tell you now. That way it gets me out of it. But I'll probably have a dog in my house. You know what I mean? But with somebody. Renee, you want a dog?
So maybe this New Year's Eve you hold an adoption/New Year's Eve karaoke
Oh, yeah, look at
party.
that.
Yeah.
And we'll even race the carts around your house.
Yeah, there you go.
All through the moms of
doodle.
Mooresville.
I do if I could.
Facebook page.
I'm having problems, obviously, walking and running right now, so it would be a bad thing. I mean, the dog gets away. I'd have to have a shot collar. I'd have to have something to get it. You know what I mean? If it ran. But I'd like a doodle. I do like doodles. I think doodles are cool.
Yeah, doodles are cool.
Yeah, and I think Yorkies are cool too. I do like Yorkies.
No, you don't. You're just saying that. I get it. It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
I'm feeding to my masses. Well, I think we anything else, guys? I think we had a good podcast. He's got to
No, great show. Yeah, I know he's got to take your wife to the airport and stuff. But no, exciting stuff. Good luck on what's going to happen next for you, and excited to see and watch some games. And hopefully we don't have to go to Korea to watch it.
Yeah, no, that won't happen for sure.
And I always have to say, you always tell me, Brent, but next week we never talk about it. Henry Sadler will be here, so more racing, and then also Red Rocks. Make sure if you're having a holiday party or something like that, don't think about gift cards.
Thanksgiving is around the corner.
Yeah, Thanksgiving we have a nice spread for Thanksgiving. So we're locally owned. That's it's part of it.
No, amazing place.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Thank you,
coming.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Here we
Appreciate
go.
it.
Here we go. Let's play my song.
Until next week.
There we go.
New guy on buttons over here.
Ron, it's another fantastic evening at Red Rocks. I love coming to your restaurant. The friendly service, the atmosphere, this place has it all.
Well, we have something for everyone, Mike. We can have a steak, we can have pasta, we have seafood, we have a kids menu. We have everything you need.
Well, thanks, Ron. Really appreciate you.
Red Rocks Cafe, newly renovated, your complete dining experience.
Hey, Austin.
Hey guys, mind if I sit with you?
Absolutely.
What should I do with this?
Put it over there by my two.